Hello, I'm Larry Tatum, and welcome to Tip of the Week. Okay, now, in this tip, I want you to take advantage of angle of opportunity. And this can be shown in this technique in Desperate Falcons. Now, with the help of John. In Desperate Falcons, John's got both my wrists. Now, one of the main things in Kimple is we want to get our hands on top of our opponent's hand as quickly as possible. It's one of the main little do's that you want in Kimple is get your hands on top. You don't want your hands underneath. Now, in the case of Desperate Falcons, we know that we're going to counter grab and do like a crossing talon move at this point. But, you know, if he's grabbing me, rather than for me to go all the way or halfway around a circle before I make contact or do any type of damage to my opponent, this may be the type of technique that John tries to cross my arms. And he may cross it because he may try to break my arms or do some type of throw with me. So what we want to do is take advantage of what he creates. He creates an angle of opportunity that when he moves, we move with that move. All right, now, we know that you step in, okay? And most people, when they step in, they pull down and create this angle of cancellation before we hit it. But if you watch, did you know that as he turns the arms, as he rotates my arms, I can also stab his elbow at this point. You can see this. You'll see my hand come in, and as I counter grab here, my elbow will come in and snap his toe. Okay, and as I get him up on his toes, I quickly yank him down at the same time. So he gets his height canceled, but he gets a broken elbow in the process. Now, what's important about this technique is that we step forward, particularly if we're going to use that counter with our elbow-elbow. If I step back, then I've lost my angle of opportunity and given it to John, and he can do the same thing to me. So it is important that as we move forward, yank down, and then as we punch, this back knuckle, outward back knuckle here, also is a lowercase check, as this hits the head and this hits the ribs. Now we got John turned initially from that angle of cancellation. So at this point, we keep the check, keep him turned, and then we execute a vertical back knuckle, slip the elbow at this point, and then point a stop from the last tip. We hit the kidney. Now watch again. John starts moving with me. I move with John. Make my hips. Slip the shot. And now, if he starts to turn back into the action, then an arm angle at this point. Stake out his leg. Take the head and take that knee on the way out. So this gives you something to think about.